Hello, it's Amaterasu again. This time I am going to explain how to join a village on WOTN. Yes, that's right. And to start off, I am showing you the Sand Village, and their later Q, they were one of the original 5 villages. Yes, we copied the show, and Sand is one of the 2 villages that remain from that era. We call that pre-WOTN. This is probably the largest village and the most powerful village, as they just whomped Storm in the war. But they also had help from Mist, and uh, Storm wasn't really that good. So I'm just going to show you all the other villages, and so you will be able to see all villages, and then you'll be like, oh, I want to join this village, or I want to join that village. Hopefully you joined a village that is good, and or join any, because that would be awesome. So yeah, Sand Village, and they've been around. I've been in Sand Village, I guess. Oh, I've been in every village except for Sun, I guess. So I would probably know. But you know they're really good, really organized. They actually have pictures in their the threads, so that's yeah, threads. So that's really cool about them. They're they're a lot different. Q has done a lot of ideas there, so it's been it's been non-stop awesomeness, I guess, there since the get-go. The next village is the Mist Village. As you can probably tell, it's the other surviving village from the old pre-Watton era, and that's pretty cool. You know, one of the 2 surviving villages while the rest were destroyed. But, you know, this is my second stint in Mist. I think I tried to help up some other ones, but, you know, this isn't about my past. This is about explaining the Mist Village. It's gone through multiple Kages, and, you know, the leadership was unsteady at times, but it's pulled through. It's gaining back to its former glory back when Jose was still the Mizukage. Now we have Kea, we had Spike before, so things are looking pretty good, I would say. Uh, I don't know what else to say about this village except it rocks. So don't feel bad about joining us here at Mist. This next village is the Storm Village, and I think this actually took over from Cloud. Yes, we had Cloud Village, but unfortunately that one was destroyed, and Storm is the one that took over it. And, well, Storm was kind of the slowest village to get off to a start, but it's, you know, after some spamming, it's continued to spam and hasn't really, it's reached a point, it hasn't really got past the wall, one of the first walls it hits. And, you know, their Kage, you know, well, Cloud, maybe Leaf, I don't know. Sorry about that. But yeah, their Kage kind of stopped coming on. Same with some other villages. So they've had some troubles, but you know they were good at one point. But it seems they have fallen of late, which is pretty sad because you know I was Storm for a bit. So yeah, Storm. Now, this next village is Shadow. That took over from Rock. Yes, you know 5 villages from the show. So this one took over from Rock. No, not Rock. Stone. Stone Village. And Stone Village had like 3 members, and none of them were active. So it kind of like was reasonable to destroy it. Sorry, Jacko. It was. That's the truth. If you ever come on again. So Death took up. Yes, Death itself is leading the Shadow, and Death is actually Korean, as you may not have known, or American Korean, or Korean American. So yeah, that's pretty cool, and they have had some really cool people like Titan, who is like my best friend on this site. Sorry everyone else, but you know that title has to go to Titan. And you know they have a person serving in the army over there, and that's really cool. You know I'm not American, but you know you have to respect that. You know, serving your country and all. I mean, we respect that. So Shadow, they had Punk Filter. Punk Filter was their Kage, and he stopped coming on as well. So yeah, that's Shadow for you. I guess I don't think there's much else to say about them. The next village is Glacier, and well, Glacier, I kind of helped Glacier get off to the start. You may not know that. Kage Jose, or Jose, I don't know. It's Jose. For me, that's Jose, but you know, I don't live wherever that name is original to. Anyway, he got mad at me for that, so yeah, it seems to have grown. They have KNS Squad, who I always type out name and annoys her, and some really cool old members and some new members. The DD, a friend of Death, I guess, Korean as well, or same as Death, I guess. And they have Crispin Freeman Watcher, or we call Crispin. She's pretty cool. Some other people whose name I forgot. I'm sorry, but well, I mean, sorry. That's like I'm sorry. It sounds like I'm not really sorry, but I am. Uh, they have some cool people. They've had some cool people over, and they'll probably have some cool people in the future. So if you like cool people, join the glacier because they're pretty cool. I think. I mean, unless they're the last of the 6 villages that we have is a new one, and it was from a competition. It's called the Sun Village. I think it's called the Migrant Sun Village since it's kind of not really. It's different. It travels around. I guess if villages can travel, it must be like on a blimp or something, a blimp village. But yeah, the Dark Raptor is their Kage, and for those who don't know Dark Raptor, he is the brother of Q, not like inconspicuous. It's like, oh no, our family's taking over Wotan. But yeah, he won the competition, I think, and he was decided upon by the Kages at that time to be the Kage of the Sun Kage. Anyway, and they're pretty small. They can see other people's forms. You can see their forms. There's Clairvoyant. I just call Claire. She's pretty cool, as far as I know. And there's some other people, I think. I don't know. I'm not too knowledgeable of Sun, to tell the truth. Haven't paid as much attention as I probably should have. Probably because they don't have the same amount of people as other villages coming on. So if you want to join a small village, you can join them because you can cut them some slack, I guess. Since I don't want to go over the limit, actually, the original is gonna be pretty long, so I'm gonna cut this back. Uh, Go to the main screen where you log in. Log in, put your username, I am awesome, password, I am awesome, and then you scroll down to the bottom, and where you see mess up, do not do that. That's a mess up. Do not pay any attention to it, except for the smiley face. It might make your day. Go to the yellow circle. You'll see the villages. You click the village, and that is your first step to becoming a village member. If you are already in a village, do not change villages. I have done that. It is not good. You will lose everything you have ever attained. So I advise do not do that. For people who have not joined villages, click the village you wish to join, and everything will be taken from there. So when you click the village you wish to join, and in this case it's Mist, and since it's my profile, it's say unsubscribed in a little yellow circle there, so I crossed it out, and you can see it is a black arrow pointing to a black words. It says join group. You want to click that button, and that will get you into the village. And you see the red. I have a new message. The new is like light blue. It's not white, it's light blue. And why? I have no idea why, unless I'm colorblind, which I am. So, but it's light blue, and I thought that was pretty weird. So it's the top of the page, just above where the Kage is, and you'll see, do you want to join this group? And you say yes. I will click the join the group button. You do that, and you will join the group. And that is basically, you're like, oh, I'm a village member in waiting. So yeah, top of the page, join group. Easy as pie, or easy as eating pie. Okay, so this last thing is kind of mayhem since I used yellow and I blotted out some stuff that you probably shouldn't see, but I can see because I have mod powers. So I basically circled names that are different colors. When you join a group, your name will be the color of that group or village. So if you join Mist, your color will be blue. If you join Sand, your color will be sand color. Yes, it's like brown, orange thing. If you join Shadow, it will be black. And that will tell you that you are in the village. And I also blot it out sometimes because people want to be private about when they post, although you can see them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, the little 4 circles that look like they're cherries, like one of those cherry candies, except it's like ×2, like the ones that are stuck together. In there, when you see your name change to color to the color of the village that you clicked to join, you are now a member and you are now an academy student, or unless you post like 250 posts already, which is a ripoff. I only had 150. So that makes you a genin, but I doubt any of you are genin or tuning or joining or anything like that before you join the village. So you're probably going to be academy students. So post in your village, post anywhere else. I'll be doing more villages to teach you other places of the site. That's what I am currently working on in my spare time away from homework because I have school now. And this is Amaterasu from the Mist, and signing out again. Good night, people.